Welcome back to the Poke Historian. I'm your host, Matt X. Got a little time to kill before bed, so we're looking at Cosmic Eclipse. This is a very big set, so let's go ahead and dive into it, shall we? Got Venusaur and Snivy here, doing a little attack, some Vine Whip and some Razor Leaf going on. Beautiful Arita artwork, one of my favorites. Got this Oddish here, jumping up in the air. Got Gloom taking a nap. Got Vileplume GX. Technically, this isn't part of the Cosmic Eclipse trainer gallery, but I mean, there's a lot of cards in this set that feature the Pokemon with the trainer, so I kind of consider those cards to be part of the trainer gallery, unofficially. Beautiful Hamona artwork. Tangela walking through the woods. Tangrowth looks like it's saying, "Come at me, bro." Always kind of a weird Pokemon. Got Sunkern greeting the morning sun next to this little plant. I got some Flora dancing around outside. A lot of people apparently hate this Pokemon. I don't feel that way. I like Sunflora. Maybe it's a little basic, but you know what? There's a lot of basic Pokemon out there, so get over it. Heracross landing dramatically. Got Lilip here. Excuse me. Looks like it's latching onto an Omanite, actually. And Omanite looks very stressed out about that. Kind of a funny artwork. Suitsui is the artist. Probably said that wrong. Got Cradley here, swiping its tentacles everywhere. I always thought this was kind of a cool Pokemon, a little bit underrated. We got a nice Salsao artwork here in this Tropius. I always thought it was a nice touch how Tropius underneath its head it has these bananas hanging. It's kind of cool. It really goes with the tropical theming of this dinosaur grass monster thing. This Kricketot here. Basic Sugimori artwork. Kricketune. I hate this Pokemon. I hate its mustache. I hate the sound it makes. It's just not for me. Got Deerling here. Smelling some flowers. Shibuza artist. What a pleasant piece of art there. All the nice colors. Got Sawsbuck here. Looking a bit more mature than the Deerling. Got Rowlet here. Nice Yukimori artwork. One of my favorites by them, actually. We got another Rowlet here flying through the sky. Saruta artwork. This one's really pretty. This set has a lot of really great artworks. God, and the tag team Pokemon we get in the set are incredible. Dartrix. Especially the Arita artworks. Decidueye. Loading its bow. Buzzwole. Not one of my favorite Pokemon. Just, I don't know, y'all. I can't get into the Ultra Beasts. They're not for me. Here we are. Here's another great one. Charizard and Braixen GX. Arita artwork. I really like this Charizard for some reason. I think it reminds me so much of base Charizard, just like in the posing here. And obviously it's by Arita, who's the same artist for the base set Charizard. And then Braixen looks kind of cool here too. Normally not a big fan of Braixen and its evolution, but these are okay. I like how he looks here. I like Fennekin too. I guess I really just don't like Braixen's evolution. We got Ponyta here, clomping through the field. Rapidash looking very fast. We got Flareon here. Akira Igawa. So they are the artists that recently did the Team Rocket's Moltres. And this card kind of reminds me of that with that cityscape. Kind of reminds me of the cityscape in that card a little bit. Maybe Agawa like has a thing for like cityscapes, because I've noticed that in a couple cards now. Nice card though. Let's keep going. Here's a very basic Slugma card. Here's Mag Cargo, Tanaka. Looks happy to see us. Kind of a strange angle here on this Entei. Got Torkoal hanging out outside its home or something here. Letting out all that smoke. Victini giving us the V for victory. Does this Pokemon like ever have any other poses than giving us the V for victory? I feel like it's always doing that. Maybe it's required to since it's Victini. I don't know. Oh, here's a classic. Sleepy Tepig. I got this one in my binder. I actually specifically bought this card because I liked it so much. Great artwork. Nakai. Got Pignite here by Kimura. Looks like it's trying to ambush somebody or something. It's gonna sneak up. It's up to something. Embor. This is where the Tepig line loses me. Not real big into Embor. Although if the artwork was really cool, you know, I could probably end up liking it because cool artwork can make me like any Pokemon. Got Larvesta here. Got Volcarona GX. Regular GX, non-tag team. Sight. Lit Leo here. Prancing through the canyon, looking very, very chipper. Got old Pyroar here. Lighting things up. I feel like this is kind of an underrated Pokemon. I mean, what's not to like about a lion? And it's fire type. Here's a frickin' classic. Blastoise and Piplup GX. What a team, and look at that action pose. Blastoise sticking out its hand at us. Piplup using some sort of water attack. Oh, actually, no, like, looks like Piplup is being like pumped out from like one of Blastoise's cannons here. That's kind of neat. So it's like Blastoise is like shooting Piplup like at an opponent or something maybe, and then like Piplup itself is using a water attack. It's pretty neat. And you got like this river in the background or something, or some kind of Fjord, I don't know. Lowland Vulpix. Surrounded by ice. Looks kind of spooky. Got Psyduck here. Looking kind of sad. Sweet artwork. What's going on with this Psyduck? Maybe it's just having a really bad headache. Got Golduck here. Doing a little swift swim. Vaporeon. Just enjoying the water and the morning sun or something like that. Looks pretty happy. What do we got here at the Sneasel? We got 3 different Sneasels playing around here in the ice. That's kind of a nice one. Very stylized. We got Weavile here. Definitely one of my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon. I think it's fast as hell. Here's another great one. The Camille Whalmer. I bought this card too. It's just so stylized and so funny looking. Look at this one in the background. It's on his belly. Just letting the waves take them. And the night sky too. What a life to live. To be a Whalmer out in the waves. We got this doofy looking Wailord here. With Wingull up there. Umamoto. Sometimes I forget that Umamoto was still doing cards at this time. I wonder if they're still doing cards now. That's neat. That really brings back memories of Skyridge and Aquapolis there. Like, that's one of the artists I think of with those sets. I bet they're still doing artworks. I should check into that. We gotta keep going though. We have a lot of cards to look at. Got another Salsa artwork here at the Snow Runt. Little Pikachu snowman up here on this. Are those like steps to a house, or is that supposed to be like a wooden bridge? I know like Snow Runt I think likes to go to people's houses. It's kind of cool. Glalie here. It's kind of a neat Glalie. In an ice cavern. Old Spheal. Just rolling around. One of the most legendary Pokemon of all time. Got another Spheal here. Looking fierce. Looking fierce. You got a funny looking Celio. I like the colors on this card. Definitely gives off like those North Pole wintry kind of vibes. Got Walrein here. Yoshida. Almost looks like a Mori artwork, kind of. Kyogre. Got Piplup here jumping into the water. Looking pretty happy. Primplup using some water attacks. Empoleon. Phione. Looks like it's doing some water attacks. Another Akira Igawa artist. Huh. Timpole. Oh, we got one of the Yarn Yoshi cards. Asuka Ida, those are cool. Got Ducklet. Saluting the sky. Like the legend it is. This is a nice Swanna, Baba. That's cool. I like that you can see its feet like underwater for some reason. That's a nice little touch. That's a nice Swanna. Huh. Got Black Kyurem. Koki Saito. There's a lot going on with Black Kyurem. It's definitely kind of a complex Pokemon. Got old Wishy Washy. Forgot about this one. Kawaii. Artist of the Silver Tempest Lugia. Wishy Washy GX. Jumping right at us. Got Dewpider here. Hanging out on its bubbly web. Araquanid. Remember I had this guy on my team in Pokemon Moon. It's a good Pokemon. It's the Kamiya artwork. You know, for a Kamiya artwork, it's not really that crazy. It's a nice Pikachu here, Kimura. That mountain in the background. Doing a Thunderbolt attack. Definitely one of my favorite Pikachus, actually. You don't get to see Pikachu looking this fierce too often. We got Raichu here, another Gawa art. And look, again, in like this cityscape. I'm telling you, Gawa seems to really like these cityscapes. Cool Raichu, though. Magnemite out in some field. Okay. Magneton. Using the power of magnetics. Got Jolteon here. Looks like it's running across the Thunder Plains from Final Fantasy X. Chinchou. Old Lantern. Another underrated Pokemon in my opinion. Togedemaru, that's gotta be Sao. Yeah, it is. Gotta love Sao. It's interesting to me that like Conda gets so much attention as like a new Pokemon artist, but like Sao does such a great job. And all the cards always like have so much detail and color and personality. I like Sao more than Conda. What do I know though? I'm just a guy talking into a computer. Here's another Togedemaru. Also, is that like the most like complicated name for a Pokemon ever? Especially for like a little hedgehog? Like they couldn't come up with like an easier name than like Electric Hedge or something like that, or Hedge Shock. Whatever. Here we got another Tag Team GX. We got Sogalia and Lunala. How about that? We got Lily there, riding Solgaleo. Very nice card. Shut up a lot in value. In fact, all of the tag teams have, really. Definitely a cool combo card, though. Got Coughing here. I knew that was Kimura before even looking at the name. Out in the swamp. Got Wheezing. Not doing much. Natu. So, like, what's up with that ball? That kind of reminds me of those balls from Skyridge. Do y'all remember that? Like, if you will go back and watch my Skyridge video where there was all, like, those, like, orbs that were out there. Like, in the Skyridge set and all the Pokemon were always hanging out by them. That's what this reminds me of. Anyways. Xatu. Using some sort of wing attack. Routes. Okay, Routes. Curlia, another Salsa artwork. A lot of Salsa artworks in this set. Got Gallade here. Duskull. This one's kind of cool. I think I have this one. Dusclops. Out in the swamp, looking like a zombie there, coming at us. Dusknoir. Again, kind of an underrated Pokemon in my opinion, but not the coolest artwork. Looks too 3D for me. Old Rotom here. Looks like it's in like some sort of abandoned house or a hospital or something. Woobat. In some sort of crystal cave. Got Swoobat. Golett. Hanging out in the mountains, grabbing a rock. Okay. Golurk. Ooh, looking spooky here. Yoshida artwork. Out in some ancient ruins. Doing spooky golem stuff. Got a Skrelp here with a Palkia statue in the background. Now that gives me Skyridge vibes, because remember Skyridge has got all those like statues of the legendary birds everywhere in the background of cards. That's what this reminds me of. And I think there's another card that has like a Dialga in the background. Dragalge. And then there's like a third one I think that has like Giratina. Phantump. Trevenant. Not the world's most popular Pokemon, but I think it's kind of a cool idea, like a ghost tree. I can get behind it. Here we got Oricorio GX. Dancing around. Looking all Japanesey. Mimikyu creeping around. Looking shy there. Hoping to come out and meet you and become your friend. Got another Mimikyu. Mori artwork. Delmise. What a... It's just one of those Pokemon where you look at it and you're like, huh. That was definitely a unique idea for a Pokemon. Old Cosmog. Back in the bag, Nebby. There it is again. Get back in the bag. Cosmo. Looks like it's taking a nap in there. Lunala. Looking almost like a vampire or something here. And it looks like it's almost got like a skeleton body. Got Marshadow here. Hiding in the shadow of Pikachu. That's kind of cool. I don't think I ever noticed that card before. Okay. Blacephalon? I forgot this was even a Pokemon. Looks like some crazy clown. I saw this name at first, I thought this was fake, but no, this is definitely a real Pokemon. I totally forgot about that one. Old Onyx here. Nose pass. Yeah, look, there's the Dialga statue. I think the third one's a Giratina. I don't think it's an Arceus. Got Trapinch. Is that Sao Sao? Of course it is. Just enjoying the Desert Rose. I don't really know if that's a Desert Rose. Trapinch again. Vibrava. Flygon GX. I'd love to get like a nice special illustration where I have a Flygon. It's a cool Pokemon. Anorith. Old Armaldo. Frolicking through the flower fields. It's kind of weird. Groudon here. Burning it all down. Drillbur. Gotta give it to Drillbur. It's always happy, right? Excadrill. In the heat of battle or something. Palpitoad. Sugimori artwork. Seismitoad. Apparently everyone's favorite Pokemon now. If you know, you know. Remember, this is being filmed of August 2025. Throw. Oh, martial artist. Pancham. Looking kind of sneaky here, like he's up to something. Looking a little sneaky. Pangoro. Punching away, training. Crabrawler. Tanaka. I always thought this was kind of a funny Pokemon. Crabominable. Very detailed artwork for Crabominable. Kicking up the snow. Oh, Sleepy Rockruff. Reminds me of the one from Silver Tempest just a little bit. Very different artistic style, but still, it's got the sleepy thing going on. Lycanroc. Looking kind of spooky. Remember I used this Pokemon when I played Sun and Moon. Passimian. Everyone's favorite footballer. Sandygast, Baba. I like that. I would hang that up in my kitchen. Or my living room, I don't know. Palisand. Kind of an underrated Pokemon too. I like it. Alolan Meowth. Looking like it's planning a Ponzi scheme or something there. Alolan Persian. Swiping away. Alolan Grimer. I forgot that Alolan Grimer is green. And we got Alolan Muck. Eating up all the trash. Caravana. Kind of a nice artwork, really. Lots of detail there. Absol. A lot of people like this Pokemon. Ponyard. Sugimori. Bisharp. Okay. There's old Guzzlord. Alolan Sandshrew. I do like the way this card looks. I like that art style. Almost looks like a sticker or something. Got a Alolan Sandslash here. Got Steelix. Huh. Kind of different looking. Almost reminds me of like a comic book picture or something. Got Mahou here. Hanging out with Lopunny and Jigglypuff. This is random. Never thought I'd see these two hanging out with Mahal. But then these two, these actually have a tag team card together. So I guess this card's meant to go along with that. I think that's in this set. Jigglypuff and Lopunny. We'll find out. Probopass. Solgaleo. Kind of cool looking, huh? All those flames around it. Looks like it's on like the surface of the sun or something. I got Togepi, Clef, and Igglybuff. One of my most favorite cards of all time. Everyone's just listening to Igglybuff's song. You got a shooting star there. Great card. Okay, so this isn't actually in this set, but I do love this card. It's in the small but mighty box. Clefairy. Looking mischievous there, Clefairy. Alolan Ninetales. Azumarill. Going for the whole Yarn Yoshi aesthetic. Cottony. Whimsicott. Is like Whimsicott supposed to be like a sheep or something? Or like a ram? I guess so, with like those little horns right there. Got Flabebe. Taking cover from this terrible, terrible storm. There it is again. The sheet artwork. We got Floette. And you got a Alolan Dugtrio there with flowers in its hair. That's kind of funny. Huh. Got Florges. This Pokemon's where this line loses me. I feel like you could have stopped with Floette. It would have been fine. But that's just my opinion. Oh, here's Swirlix. This Pokemon's kind of funny. It's definitely grown on me over the years. It's kind of like a more rabid Jigglypuff or something. Slurpuff. Looks like it's going on a picnic. I mean, I'd go on a picnic with this Pokemon. And look, another Umamoto artwork. That's cool. Nice Sylveon here. Kimura. Got Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. GX. Not crazy about this one. Like, Dialga looks like out of its mind here. That's cool enough. Reshiram and Zekrom. This card's really nice. Got in there just casually hanging out on the shoulder of Zekrom. That's neat. Noki Saito. Oh, here's my favorite tag team card of all time. Naganadel and Guzzlord. Oh. Oh, Lord. Here's old Drampa the Grandpa. Taking care of some kids on the playground, looks like. Got Jangmo-O. Up in the frigid north. We got Jangmo-O again. Kamiya. Having a little snack. Hakamo-O. Coming at you with that claw. And then Como-O. I feel like this Pokemon's too busy. Too much like metal plates on it or whatever those are. Ultra Necrozma. A Pokemon I know next to nothing about. Never played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And look, there it is. Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff. Looks like they're at the disco. What a pair. Jigglypuff's giving us a big old wink. I mean, I'd go party with him. Why not? What could go wrong? I don't trust this Eevee. I don't know. This is kind of a weird shot. It's like, hey, you want to like follow me into this creepy forest? I promise I won't do anything bad out there. I don't trust this Eevee. I really don't. Oh, this Eevee looks just sad and miserable. God, poor thing. I do trust this one. But maybe that's how it lures you in. It looks like all sad and like, oh, don't you want to adopt me? And then it does God knows what. But no, seriously, this card is kind of cute. Kind of sad, though. We got Igglybuff here looking up at the big moon. Apom showing its butt. Got Ambipom. Kazuki. Kazuki always reminds me of Neo Discovery for some reason. Okay, so it is an Arceus statue. I was wrong. Here's Teddiursa with the Arceus statue. Now, does that not give you Skyridge vibes or what? I mean, definitely a throwback for me. This looks like it's straight out of Battle Styles here with this Ursaring doing some, I don't even know, martial arts poses or something up in this high up cloud region. Definitely gives me Battle Styles vibes. We got Zangoose here. Very detailed. Oh, Lillipup. Looks like it's hanging out on its bed or a chair or something. I like it. Her deer. Really, I like this whole line. Kind of an underrated line of dog Pokemon. There's old Stoutland playing outside. I feel like Stoutland in its line would make a great pet. Rufflet, Sugimori. God, look at the size of those feet on that thing. Holy cow. His feet are gigantic. Braviary. Pretty cool Pokemon. Don't know how I feel about this particular artwork though. Helioptile doing some electric attacks, I guess. Is this why is this like a basic Pokemon though? Like, isn't Helioptile supposed to be an electric type? I don't know that much about that Pokemon, but it seems kind of weird. And then Heliolisk. Same thing, isn't this supposed to be an electric Pokemon? They flare their frills and generate energy. A single Helios can generate sufficient electricity to power a skyscraper. So then why is it normal type here? It's weird. Stuffle. Looking kind of annoyed. Beware. Creepy pedo bear. Type null. Why is it called type null? Like, I know what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like an experimental, like, Arceus type man-made Pokemon, but like, why is it called type null though? A Pokemon weapon developed for a specific mission. It went berserk during an experiment, so it was cryogenically frozen. God, what a terrible fate. Got Silvally hanging out with Lily's brother there. Getting into some trainer gallery type cards again. Beastite. Okay. Probably something to do with the Ultra Beast. Baliba and Bryson Man? This has got to be from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon because I don't remember these people at all. Is Bryson Man, isn't that like it's kind of like that gym leader. Wasn't that gym leader in X and Y? The ice one? I don't remember. Chaotic Swell. No thanks. Got old Clay. Yeehaw. Running late for the barbecue, I reckon. Cynthia and Caitlin. Looks like they were just copy and pasted together. Dragonium Z. They had the Z crystals. Sun and Moon. Erica. Looking kind of derpy there. Great Catcher. Guzma and Hala. Again, looks like they were just copy and pasted next to each other in a picture. Island Challenge Amulet. Okay. Lannis Fishing Rod. Lily's Full Force. I think that's a pretty, isn't there like a full art version of this card or something? Is it in this set? I guess we'll find out. Lily's Polka Doll. Okay. Mallow and Lana. Great. Twerk and Misty and Lorelei. Okay. Ends Resolve. Professor Oak's setup. Red and blue. I actually don't mind this artwork. Very stylized. Got the roller skater. Everyone's favorite trainer. Old Rosa. Apparently some people just love this chick. Definitely got a lot of hair. Roxy. Guitar chick from, I think, Black and White 2. Tag call. Don't know anything about that. Unidentified fossil. Will. That guy was in the Elite Four in Generation 3, wasn't he? Draw energy. Now we're getting into the full arts of the tag teams, Venusaur and Snivy. So there's another Vileplume GX. I didn't know that. Now they're taking a nap. Charizard and Braixen. I had this card for a little while. I pulled it myself. Then I sold it. Volcarona GX. Basic. Blastoise and Piplup GX. This just doesn't look like they even tried with it. Here's a nice one though. Here's the Alt-Art Blastoise and Piplup GX. That one's not bad. Still like the regular art better though. We got Solgaleo and Lunala GX. This one's really nice too. I think this one's on equal footing with the regular art. They're both nice for their own reasons. Got Oricorio GX. Like, I just like hate how you got like this dark purple Pokemon with like a light purple background. It just doesn't go well together. Got Flygon GX. I just don't care for these, y'all. I just don't. They just look so uninspired to me, but I tell you what's not uninspired is this card. One of the best tag team cards in existence. Absolutely glorious. This card's gone through the roof lately too, as far as pricing goes. We'll see where it ends up stopping. And this card's really pretty too. Reshiram and Zekrom GX, gosh. Love the colors here with the blue and the oranges. How they kind of like go well with the black and white of Reshiram and Zekrom. Kind of a cool post for N2. Just a really nice card all around. Ugh, not even. And here's the alt art. I mean, it could be worse. I like it better than the other versions of this card, for whatever that's worth. I will say for this one, Jigglypuff looks really mad here. I'll give it credit for that. Kind of funny. Oh, here they are embracing for a nice hug. That's nice. Best of friends. Silvally GX again. Heartwarming. Silvally definitely deserves a good life. Cynthia and Caitlin. It's the chick that's always sleeping in black and white. Guzman Hall. Lily's Full Force, there it is. Yeah, that's an expensive card. Not my thing though. Mallow and Lana. That's a nice artwork of them. They look like great friends. Ends resolve. Looking kind of coy there. What's with all this writing in the background? What's that supposed to be? Old Professor Oak. Trying to get us lined up with our starter Pokemon. Red and blue. Pretty neat. There it is, Roller Skater. Wow. If only I'd pulled this card back in the day. Here's Rosa. This card's really expensive. She's got like that blank look on her face though. Like she's like a space cadet. Now we're into the official trainer gallery cards with Torgol. And this chick, I think her name is Flannery, was it? Yeah. Weavile with Cyrus. This one's really cool. Always like that one. Got Piplup with Dawn. And we got Wishy Washy here. We got Red and Pikachu. What an iconic pair. Definitely one of the best cards from the set. Old Lieutenant Surge here. Shining up his Magnemite. Heartwarming. Got that Roxy chicken and coughing. Gallade with Wally. Mimikyu. I think that chick's name's like a Cell Roller or something. Old Clay with Excadrill. Mitsuhiro Arita. I like that one. Excadrill has definitely grown on me over the years. Steelix. Classic Gen 2 there. Stoutland. Now we're into the rainbows. I don't like the full arts of a lot of these poses, but like the rainbows definitely do some of these cards justice. Look at that. That's cool. I think Cosmic Eclipse actually might have the best rainbows. I think this was the chase card for a long time. Can pass on that one. This one still doesn't look that great. Look at this though. That's actually really pretty in my opinion. Nah. Persian. Alolan Persian's such a funny looking Pokemon with that fat head, isn't it? This one looks decent. Oh, I like this a lot, the Reshiram and Zekrom GX. This looks really cool as a rainbow card. I wouldn't mind picking that up. No thanks. Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff. This looks pretty cool as a rainbow card too, actually. Well, that's nice. Cool Silvally. Giant Hearth. Looks like Torkoal's kind of place. The Great Catcher. Island Child's Amulet. Lana's Fishing Rod. Lily's Pokédoll. Martial Arts Dojo with a Mankey there. Power Plant. No Zapdos in sight. Tag Call. The Draw Energy. And that's it for Cosmic Eclipse, y'all. Holy cow, that's a big set, huh? But so many good cards. I mean, you just look through there and like all these tag team cards are phenomenal. Such a great combo of cards. This one's cool. Gotta love Reshiram and Zekrom. And then like you get into the alt arts and it's just like on another level. This card's gonna go down in history. This one too. Anyways, thanks for watching. I think it's time for me to hit the hay and get ready for another day. That's what I say. Have a good night.